This is not a happy garden tour. You can see there's no plants here. My plants were destroyed by my mother because she said she wanted to walk through my garden. She doesn't garden. She doesn't walk through my garden. So, I was growing my own celery. This celery here, you can't find it anyplace else. It's actually my own handiwork. It's taken me 3 years to grow it. This would not have been one of the ones I would kept. It's got red veining on the celery. And I was growing it for the ones that have the most red. It's very healing. I don't have any left that I can eat. And I'm swollen and sore because the food that I grow for medicine, it's gone. Somebody just came and took it. I use my blackberry leaves for anti-inflammation too. They were right here. I had a supply that would have lasted me. I don't have them anymore. This is my only escarole that's left. And so I can't eat it. You can buy them in the store though. Red escarole, red endive. They're $20 each. And they were pulled out. They used to be all right here. So they're gone. Most of my plants gone. My garlic patch, I've been videotaping it and it's gone. My beets are there dying on the ground. I don't know if any of them will make it or not. Let's check this celery, see if the veining is red on it. Okay, see, this is the veining that I was... Gardeners do stuff like this. We don't talk about it. But you see how this one has red veins all the way and up and down? That's what I'm growing to select. So I have a few of them left. You need 50 to create a new plant for the market. You have to have 50 seed-bearing plants. I had them all right here. That's not gonna do it. That's only 1 or 2, maybe 3. All my garden's gone. Very little left. I can't explain to you what it's like as a gardener to feel like you have a space. Here where my fava beans were, this was where I was harvesting them from. They just took my beans, threw them away. Fava beans don't grow in Southern California normally. But I was growing year after year from my own seed to grow a plant that will eventually grow here. And it's gone. So this is you can see my berries drying. I guess I can make a little bit of tea out of that. I see a few blackberry leaves. This is really hard for me, you guys. And see, I have to prune my blackberries. Blackberries, you have to prune from the dirt. So when somebody does like that and you see that's a cut, I have to prune the blackberries from the ground because blackberries are very weedy. And now, with those cuts, you know, I lost my heart. I feel so violated and abused. But I'll give you the garden tour. That's why my garden tour is late. My peppers, you can see they pulled it out, killed it. Looks like it's trying to grow back on itself. These peppers were given to me by a lady who's passing from cancer, and before she passed, she gave me her peppers because she wanted them to have a good home. Yeah, well. And here's the garden of mine that wasn't touched. You can see the comparisons. There's my kale. This is third year kale. And looks like my parsnips were pulled out of there. That's where my parsnips would have been. It's my planter. This isn't food, guys. This is a plant. So my mother left the things that are not my medicine. But I don't care what they leave or don't leave. I don't want to be violated. I don't want somebody else to dominate me and make my choices for me based upon what they want. This was a sacred space to me, and I considered it a gift from God. I see I have a papaya. It's just a little one, but she's ready. It's not much left. I don't do a lot of summer gardening, but the plants over here all take 2 years before they seed. So when somebody pulls them when they're immature, you don't get any seed. And if you're a person that's trying to grow a new food for market and doing your research, you get cut down before you start. So I can only hope that God figures out a way for me, because I thought that medicine would be good for a lot of people. A lot of people have joint problems, and I normally don't. And my garden is the reason why. You can see a contrast. You can see I use a Southern California gardening technique. We have to have the soil completely covered because we don't have water, so we have to conserve the water. This is why these plants aren't dying. They haven't been watered. But the minute you expose the dirt, the plants lose the water and they die. I don't want to answer to anybody. I'm not trying to explain to somebody why I deserve for people not to snatch my plants out the ground if it's my space. I don't answer to anybody. And it's not about what somebody else sees and wants. They're not an herbalist. We try to do things that are a blessing. But we can't do it in the light because we live in a commercial world. And people, if they think something has value, even if it wouldn't have any value to them, people do steal. And they don't know how much work it takes to do these things. But that's what I got left. These would have been all along the other line. This is a spinach that doesn't go to seed in my area, so it's a great emergency source of food. And this grew up as a weed, but I think it's lovely. It's some kind of flowering plant. It doesn't require any water. It grows from a seed, and it takes over a space, and in my opinion makes it beautiful. But of course we know my opinion isn't everybody's opinion. Well, that's what I got this month. Sorry it's on a down note, but I'm trying to be transparent. I'm not going to come here and lie to you. And that's that. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful. You know, squirrels like to get their own food. They don't like any bosses. Looking at me like, when is she gonna leave? I'm hungry. Can you see the little squirrel getting his raspberries? He's looking at me. He's a little scared, but not scared enough to give up eating. see, I put a chair there in my garden because squirrels can't go through brambles. They can only get what's on the outside of the brambles. But this keeps him healthy all summer. The seeds, there's so many seeds in the raspberries, and they're medicine. Yeah, you go ahead and eat your dinner. Eat your dinner. See, he knows how to use a squirrel. Maybe he's getting shy. I'm sorry, but he'll be back. Look at his little fat booty. Jesus loves you, and I love you with all the Jesus in me. Be blessed, beautiful.